Hello, this is Squirtle Master Kenobi. I had started a randomizer Pokemon Red Nuzlocke challenge a few months ago, back in June, but I have lost my file that was made on, and so I'm starting over. And as you can see, this time I have a webcam, and so I'm starting a fresh Nuzlocke challenge. I'll probably leave those other videos up on the YouTube, archive them into a different playlist under a different title probably, so that there's no confusion. My consistency will be as good as I possibly can, but I'm in college right now. Starting my 5th semester at William Jessup University. We've been there about 5 weeks as of today, October 3rd. When I'm recording this. It might not be that day when you actually watch this, but I'm also in a musical over there at Jessup. We're doing Beauty and the Beast, and I'm playing the part of LeFou, so I have a lot of stuff on my plate right now, so recording these videos is going to be low priority, so I'm going to try to pump them out when I can, but the consistency is probably going to be a little low until at least winter break, or maybe over Thanksgiving break. I'm going to put on a 30-minute timer to get this video started with, and I'm going to start it once I hit new game. Hold on here. Alright, so today is basically going to be just picking my starter and seeing how far I can get. Alright, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so typical Professor Oak stuff. Oh man. I remember I got this game for Christmas when I was about 7 years old. By the way, I'm talking kind of quietly right now because it's like midnight right now while I'm recording this, and I don't want to wake anybody up. So for my name, I think I'm gonna use Kenobi as my name. And then I'll probably use other Star Wars characters, or other Star Wars characters maybe as my nicknames for this Nuzlocke challenge. Gary, I'm going to make his name Maul, because you know that fits. If I'm Kenobi, my rival is going to be Maul. Side note, I came up with a really cool idea for a spin-off story featuring Kira from Solo, suggesting that she may be oh gosh, excuse me, suggesting that she may be I can't right now. Learned under Darth Maul. Let's go see what is in the PC real quick. I won't get into the whole thing. Basically, oh, a Firestone, nice. That'll come in handy if I find a Growlithe or something. So she, the idea is that she essentially learns from Maul, and then after he gets killed by Obi-Wan in Rebels, ends up having no purpose, and so gets found by Vader and Palpatine, and maybe becomes somewhat of the new canonized version of Mara Jade to some greater or lesser degree. That's just kind of the basic idea that I have for her, without going into a whole bunch of detail. So normally, you know, when you play this game, you'd come down here and you'd go in there, and your rival would be like, "Hey, my grandpa's not here." But instead, I already know what I'm supposed to do, so I'm going to come up here, and Oak's going to stop me. And he's going to tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't go in there. Wild Pokemon are in there, and you don't have any Pokemon to help defend against them." Okay, also, when I was a kid, I did not understand how to read these sprites, because when I first saw Professor Oak, I straight up thought he was a frog. Does he not look like a frog? Like, look at that. He's got like a face, right? And then like if you look at his lab coat, it looks like it could be the front legs, and the arms look like it could be his like back legs that he jumps on. So I don't know. Maybe that was just me growing up, but I straight up thought Professor Oak looked like a frog. Alright, so here come the three starters that I can choose from. Alright, so we got Omastar. Not bad. Water type. There's a Starmie, another water type. I've actually never used Starmie before, so I might actually go with Starmie depending on what the third one is. Starmie also has psychic usability, so that's pretty nice. Arcanine. Oh, that might have to be the choice because in this game, Arcanine was basically a legendary Pokemon. And like, his speed is insane. And like, oh yeah, I think that's my starter. Yeah, Arcanine, that's the one. Oof, that's risky though because he's gonna be a bad bet against my rival's Pokemon right now. We'll call Arcanine. We'll call him Anakin. I swear, if I lose to the rival, you guys can just nail me because water against fire is just not a safe bet for me. Alright, let's see what happens. Wow, we're already practically 5 minutes into the Nuzlocke. Water is great. So, okay. He's gonna use Armastar. What do I have? I have Leer. I'll use Leer first. Take down his defense. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna die real fast. Come on, take it down. Nope, that was a bad idea. Yep, I lost to the rival. That's fine because the Nuzlocke challenge doesn't really begin until I get my Pokeballs. So it's fine, I just lost my first fight as well. That sucked, but I knew that was coming because I picked the fire against two different water types. So we're good. I know. I also noticed something about like this game and like the later versions. Your character actually like goes legitimately slower in the later games. It's weird, but it's true. Oh, not bad, not bad. I thought it was gonna do worse damage than it did. So yeah, I feel like in this game you actually walk pretty quickly, but like when you play, say, like Ruby version and later on when you start getting the running shoes in the games, it feels like your character actually walks way slower than this game until you get the running shoes and you can just like take off at lightning speed with the running shoes. So I don't know if they did that on purpose or if I'm just like smoking crack or something, but it to me definitely feels like you're just taking off at lightning speeds. Alright, so let's go up here. Let's get the parcel. Hello. Hold on. Okay. Right. Now let's run our way back down to the oh my gosh, I'm yawning so much. I'm just gonna run our way back down to the Pokemon lab, give this parcel to Professor Oak, which I believe is supposed to house like the GS ball from the anime in it. Oh, freaking Raichu. I could get a Raichu on this route. Although that might not be a good idea because Raichu can't actually learn anything. Let's see what takedown does. Whew. There we go. Alright. Let's do this. Coming up with commentary is really difficult for these videos because you don't always know what to say or like if what you're saying is relevant or if it's just going to come off as like rambling. And like also, the other funny thing is that like There's my Pokedex. You also don't know, like, should you talk the whole time, or should you have spaces of moments where the people can just watch the gameplay? So it's like, it's a weird balance that you have to try to figure out. And I'm still learning, because I'm a very new, I'm a very new gamer in terms of this type of Nuzlocke challenge, Pokemon online gaming type of thing where I have to do commentary. Normally I'm able to just, you know, yell at the screen by myself and have my grandy old time. Wait, do I have Pokeballs now? No, I do not. I have to go buy the Pokeballs. That's lame. Might sell my Firestone since I already have an Arcanine. That's pretty good bank right there. Firestone could give 16 or 12. What was it? 12? Yeah, 12 Pokeballs essentially. Alright, March. Buy Pokeballs. We'll get 10. And I will sell the Firestone. What? Only 1050? Is that always been that way? They can't buy potions yet, so that sucks. Alright, so I gotta go down here to Route 1 to get my Route 1 encounter. It's also really funny to me that everything in this game is red except for you, a freaking other fire type. It's just what I need. Like, you're green, but everything else is red. And like that flame was green. What the heck? Alright. Oh, excuse me. Oh, great. Well, that's just frustrating. Lost my Route 1 encounter to a roar. So irritating. That better not happen again over here on my Route 23. Oh, I need to go back to Belltown and get the map. Before I forget, try to do it before the episode's over. To get my encounters first. Ooh, a Kabutops. That's nice. These are some good randomized encounters. Ooh. Uh-oh. Does he only have Harden? Is that like... Okay, he's got Scratch. And he's got Absorb. That'll be useful against... Well, I guess Brock will be randomized. I think I randomized trainers in this to have different enemies. Or different Pokemon. Alright, so let's go Pokeball. Do it. Got still some... Let's go Leer. Oh, come on. Oh, nice. That crit was good. Jeez. I gotta get this Kabutops fast, otherwise I'm gonna lose like on the first episode. Oh. Stop using that. Come on. Oh, great. Alright, I'm gonna call Kabutops. Let's see. I'm gonna call Kabutops Dooku. Promise? Actually, you know what? Sorry. I'm gonna call him Hux. Now I gotta go heal up and get my Route 2 encounter. Then I'll start grinding up a little bit so I can fight the Oh, I don't know if I should fight the rival. Oh no, because I do have Kabutops now, which has Absorb. Although he's weakened too by... I might just skip the rival altogether. Alright. Don't be a pain in the buttocks, and let me get my second encounter here. Speaking of pains in the buttocks, we were... Oh, freaking Parasect. So we were doing blocking for the opening song for Beauty and the Beast Belle. It's the one that goes, look, there she goes, a girl who's strange, no question. And Gaston is supposed to throw me his gun, which is supposed to be like this ginormous blunderbuss that weighs like 4 times my size. And so I'm supposed to fall over with it and land on the ground. And so he does it like 2 times to me in the course of the like 2 minutes, or like less than that, like the course of like 10 seconds he does it to me twice. And so I got up. It was like the last time we were running through it last week, and I got up off of the ground after getting thrown out the first time, and then he threw it to me the second time, and when I landed right on my tailbone. Man, I couldn't sit properly for the whole weekend. It was ridiculous. Still feeling it a little bit. Okay, nickname. Parasect is gonna get a stupid nickname. We're gonna call Paris Jar Jar BInx. Because Parasect sucks balls. Alright. I'll go ahead and train up a little bit. And then... don't know if I want to attempt the rival. I feel like... I feel like it's too risky. Hold on here. So I was inspired to do these videos back in June when I was watching. Actually, it was earlier than June. I was back in April, May time. I was watching the Nuzlocke versus by Vinny and Dobbs that they were doing of Red and Blue. And I started playing it myself, my own game, while I was watching them. And a couple months later, I was struck by the idea to do my own game, and so I figured, why not do it? And so in June I started my own ooh crap. There goes Hux in the first. That crit mattered. Well, that sucked. Am I really gonna lose both my encounters right here? On a level 3 Kabutops in the wild? Ugh. That's so stupid. Well, that was frustrating. Oh, man. Well. So I lost my Route 1 encounter because it roared and ran away. Then I lost my, it's so frustrating. Lost my Route 23 encounter, or 22, whichever one it is. to that stupid thing. I also forgot to explain how some of my Nuzlocke challenge rules are going to work. It's going to be your normal Nuzlocke challenge where I have to nickname them and I can only capture the first encounter that I see. It doesn't start until the Pokeballs begin, but I'm giving myself 5 revives. And I can use one right now, but I don't have to. And furthermore, I can use them at any point on any given Pokemon. So if I wanted to, I could put Kabutops in the box, and at a later point, if I still have a revive, I can revive him, but I don't have to right now. But I have 5 of those that I can use throughout the course of the not the verses, but the Nuzlocke. I might do something though. Oh boy, gotta get rid of Anakin out of here. Gotta get him out of here, gotta get him out of here. Pokemon, BInx. Oh, that's fine. I can eat that up. Oh, that does nothing. My Pokemon are so lame right now. Oh, so in case you didn't know, Nuzlocke challenges are difficult. They're stressful because you can't make the same stupid mistakes that you would in a normal playthrough. I will say this, another rule that I have for my revives is that if I am bodied, like if I am entirely wiped with a team of like 5 or 6, I'm required to use all of my revives to bring them back. So like for example, if I'm fighting Sabrina and I have like 4 Pokemon, usually you'll have 6 by the time you get Sabrina, but let's just say for instance, and I only had 3 revives, I have to use all 3 of those revives because I blacked out. Now, for example, if I fought Sabrina and I didn't black out, but I lost like 2 of my Pokemon out of 4, I'm not required to use any of my revives. Only if I get a complete blackout am I required to use revives all, but I can use whatever remaining revives that I have on whichever of the Pokemon that I want to. So like for example, if I have 5 Pokemon but only have 2 revives, I can select 2 of those Pokemon to use a revive on. It doesn't have to be like, oh, the first 2 in my party or anything like that. But I'm required to use my revives on Pokemon if I get an entire team wipe. Until I'm out of revives. So if I go fight Surge, oh shoot. I think I'm gonna use one of my revives on Anakin. I can't lose my that was a dumb move. Not bad. Ooh. Okay, yeah, not very effective. Well, there goes one of my revives on Anakin. So now this is one of those examples that if this Machamp bodied me, then I'd have to use 2 of my revives to bring back both BInx. And, wow, Parasect is like not a good Pokemon, but it's like turning out to be like my best one right now, apparently. The only one capable of defeating anything. That's ridiculous. Got a freaking Arcanine, but it seems like it's like a weak Arcanine. It's just getting put against like some really hard Pokemon for itself, I think, too. I think I'm gonna skip the rival for now. I don't think I don't think I'm gonna be able to defeat it without losing. Getting bodied, as it were. Oh, shoot. Okay, so we got about 6.5 minutes on the timer still. Give me a second to get my wild encounter here. Give me a Mewtwo. Oh. I mean, next best thing. A Seadra. Well, not really next best thing, but I mean, that'll help me for Brock. I think it will. If I didn't... Did I? So you can't remember, because I did this randomizer a couple days ago, so I don't remember if I don't remember if I randomized gym trainers and such. I think I might have, so I don't even know if having water or grass or anything would necessarily even be beneficial. But Seadra is not a bad Pokemon, water-wise, in this generation. Alright, we're gonna call Seadra Satine. My girl. Ooh, a max revive. Nice. Okay, and by the way, I'm allowed to use max revives and revives in battle on my Nuzlocke challenge, but I'm not allowed to use them outside of battle. So if I don't revive a Pokemon within the battle, it's considered out, and I'll have to use one of my itemized revives. Not itemized, one of my Nuzlocke revives. So those are different than itemed revives. I can use any item that I pick up, but revives must be used in battle for it to be a legal use of revive. If I don't use it in battle, if I revive a Pokemon with a revive outside of battle, that's an illegal mon, and so I have to put it in the box. But if I have like revives, I'm not allowed to purchase revives, but if I find them, I'm allowed to use them. They have to be used in combat. So, example, if Anakin gets bodied again and I send out Satine, then what that means is that I can use my max revive on Anakin to bring Anakin back without needing to use one of my 5 revives that I have. Well, there's another Seadra. Let's see whose Seadra is better, mine or the Cam's. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. I think it's really ironic that Jar Jar BInx is my best Pokemon right now. Or seems to be my best Pokemon right now. Gosh, it kills me to skip out on that gym trainer. Sorry, not the gym trainer, the rival. I always do the rival. But usually I'm also not worried about losing Pokemon, and I usually have time to grind up my Pokemon. And I'm not just, you know... See, even like grinding a Pokemon in this game can be scary, because as you saw, my Hux got bodied. And I'm not going to use 2 revives in... Freaking, I didn't even want to use one of my revives in episode 1. But I had to. I'm not going to lose Arcanine on episode 1. I'll lose Arcanine on episode 2 maybe. Not episode 1. Alright, what do we got here? So these shouldn't be... No, that's not true. Here's the moment of truth. There's ran female, so I think trainers are... She used smoke screen. Or the accuracy. Ah, shoot. that was nice. My level 4 just killed a level 6. And grew to level 5. Let's use smoke screen. Sometimes the effects in this first game just, they kill me. Because I'm like, I remember when that was awesome. This game came out when I was 5 years old, and like, oh shoot, I should switch out. Okay, good. Item, no, not item. Pokemon BInx. Let's pull you out, because there's also so many water Pokemon in this game, which are like, is preventing me from being able to train up my Arcanine, and it's frustrating me. I'm like, really? I'm not about to throw an even though it's a Psyduck, I'm not about to throw out my Arcanine to that. What if a Psyduck comes in clutch with like a Hydro Pump or something? I mean, that's not likely, but like, it's a randomizer. You never know what's gonna happen. Jeez. Alright, I got like 1 minute left, so here's the deal. I'm gonna run back to, oh, there we go. I'm gonna run back to the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna save it. I think we'll probably call it good here on the first round. I mean, overall, it wasn't too horrible. I got Arcanine as my starter. I lost my Route 1 encounter because it was a Ninetales and it used Roar, so I lost it. Then when I went over to Route, I can't remember if it's Route 22 or 23. Oh shoot, you know what? I'm gonna try to get all the way down to Pallet Town and get that, I'm gonna go down to Pallet Town and I'm gonna get that map before we end. And then I'll end at my house, or at the rival's house, and we'll call it good there. But, so okay, basically I got the Arcanine, I lost the Ninetales. There it is, there's the timer. So I got the Ninetales. I didn't get the Ninetales. Then I caught a Kabutops, which then promptly was dispatched in the middle of trying to grind it up a little bit. And then I went over Route 2 and I caught myself a Parasect, which is turning out to be like MVP right now. Well, it's only episode 1 though, so alright, that's that. I will catch you guys on the next video. Please like and subscribe to the video. Follow me on Facebook. I don't have a Twitter or an Instagram just yet, but I'm contemplating making one of those in the near future. Also, go watch like Original 151 and United Haze and Asteroids videos, because they're all way better than mine, and they might inspire you to make your own videos. And you know, these are just really fun to make, and I wish I had someone to make them with, because whenever I watch their videos, they always seem to be having a lot of fun in them, and I think it'd be great to have that kind of fun. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in episode 2. Bye.